Picture this. You're sitting around a cozy fireplace on Christmas Eve, sipping hot cocoa and exchanging gifts with loved ones. Sounds delightful, right? Well, if you lived a few centuries ago, that same evening would involve ghost stories designed to terrify you. Demonic creatures hunting down naughty children, and cannibalistic butchers serving up human flesh as holiday ham. Yeah, Christmas used to be absolutely horrifying. Today we're diving into the dark, twisted origins of our most beloved holiday traditions. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at Santa Claus or Christmas trees the same way again. We're talking about real historical practices that would make modern horror movies look like children's bedtime stories. Let's start with the granddaddy of Christmas terror. Before Christmas was even Christmas, ancient Romans celebrated a festival called Saturnalia. Think of it as Christmas's drunk, violent older brother who just got released from prison. This wasn't your typical family gathering. Saturnalia was a week-long carnival of absolute chaos where social norms were completely flipped upside down. Slaves became masters, masters became servants, and everyone got blackout drunk while engaging in what historians politely call carnivorous and carnal pleasures. The Romans would elect a mock king called the Lord of Misrule, whose entire job was to cause mayhem. We're talking about insulting guests, wearing ridiculous clothing, and chasing women through the streets. On the final day, people exchanged small terracotta figurines that historians believe may have represented actual human sacrifices from even earlier celebrations. When Pope Julius decided to slap a Christian label on this pagan madness in 336 AD, he probably had no idea he was creating the foundation for centuries of Christmas nightmares. But wait, it gets worse. Meet Krampus, the Christmas demon that makes your worst nightmares look like pleasant dreams. This half-goat, half-demon creature roamed through European villages with bloodshot eyes, razor-sharp claws, and chains dragging behind him. His job? Hunting down misbehaving children and either whipping them into submission or straight up kidnapping them forever. The name Krampus literally comes from the old High German word for claw, which should tell you everything you need to know about this festive beast. Young men would dress up as Krampus during the winter solstice, wearing grotesque masks and fursuits while parading through villages making ungodly noises. They claimed this would scare away evil winter spirits, but honestly, they were probably more terrifying than anything they were trying to ward off. Even today, Krampus celebrations continue across Europe because apparently some people think Christmas needs more demonic terror. Iceland took Christmas horror to the next level with the Yule Lads and their pet cat. These 13 creatures descended from monsters and spent the days before Christmas making children's lives absolutely miserable. One would steal all the milk, another would plunge rooms into total darkness, and their giant cat companion, it literally ate children. Not just naughty ones either. This feline monster would devour any kid it could sink its teeth into. The stories were so psychologically damaging that the Icelandic government actually banned parents from telling them to their children. Even our beloved Santa Claus has a cannibalistic origin story that would make Hannibal Lecter proud. According to medieval legends, a French butcher lured 3 young boys into his shop during a terrible famine. He murdered them, chopped them up, seasoned their flesh, and stuffed them into a pickling tub with plans to sell their meat as ham. St. Nicholas supposedly discovered this horrific crime and miraculously brought the boys back to life. But the fact that this tale became part of Christmas folklore shows just how dark these traditions really were. Victorian England turned Christmas into a supernatural horror show where telling ghost stories around the fireplace was considered essential holiday entertainment. Charles Dickens wasn't being creative when he wrote A Christmas Carol. He was following a long tradition of Christmas Eve ghost stories that were designed to absolutely terrify listeners. So the next time you're enjoying your peaceful Christmas celebration, remember that this holiday used to be a season of demons, cannibals, and supernatural terror. We've definitely sanitized Christmas over the centuries, and honestly, That's probably for the best.